Hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. You too can be great. This is the Growing Up Hip Hop review, The Master Demand New. Now, I'm looking online because I get my episodes online. Some of it says Growing Up Hip Hop LA. Some say Growing Up Hip Hop New York. I had somebody try to correct me saying it was Growing Up Hip Hop LA. Maybe because this scene is being shot in LA, but the person that was trying to tell me what was right or wrong was doing it in this very disrespectful asshat way. And I hope she's not here listening to this and she can go on with somebody else and go disrespect some other person, all right? But just to avoid the confusion, I'm just gonna say Growing Up Hip Hop, right? The title is The Master Demand, I think The Master Demand New, and it's season 5, episode 18, and child, it did not disappoint. I enjoyed every bit of it. I have, 2.5 pages worth of notes I'm going to review. But before I do, I want to let y'all know to go ahead on Amazon.com and check out my first book that I just published. It's a romance, erotic drama, a little bit of suspense novel. It is fiction. It has nothing to do with my personal life. It's the first book I ever wrote in my life. I got the courage to publish it, and since y'all here are supporting me and let me know that I should do whatever it is I set my mind to, I finally got the balls to do it, despite some of the negative, no, don't put out there, no, don't tell people this side of you, no, they're gonna look at you crazy, because my family is notorious Christians. They didn't want me to do it. They thought that it would be a bad look. Even some of my friends, no longer my friend, but some of my friends was like, no, I don't think you should put this out there. This is insane. It's too risque. It's too, it's too vocal. Don't say stuff like this. It's not you, da-da-da. So, but I finally got the opportunity to go ahead and publish it myself. I self-published, and I want y'all to go ahead and get it. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what your suggestions are. I'm a mathematician by skill. This is my first book I ever wrote. I do it as a hobby. I enjoy it. I enjoy writing. It lets me, enhance my imagination and put it to good use. And I hope you guys support it. Again, it's just at Pepper. I'm going to put the link below for you guys to go ahead and, my camera's messing up. I'm going to put the link below for you guys to go ahead and look it up. And I hope y'all enjoy the read. Anyway, for those of you who already supported me and got the book, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and I really love the fact that you guys are giving me good pointers on what I should do for the future, all right? So we get to this Growing Up Hip Hop review, and we start off with Twist and Brianna recalling the verbal argument between her and Egypt. And of course, a commenter said that Sam hyped her up, because that was a question. Did Sam hype up Brianna, Egypt to go and fight Brianna? Yes, any dumbass watching the show can see that, and based on all the commentary I'm gonna go off, even the words that came out of Egypt's mouth, it verifies to the highest capacity that Egypt would not normally even raise her hand to put her hands on somebody if Sam didn't make her do it. And he actually thought it was her gaining some kind of street cred. What the fuck she needs street cred for? She has her father, she has her mother, she don't need no damn street credit. And if she's the type of person that doesn't even fight, she can't go out there and put herself out there. She'll get her ass beat, especially by Brianna, because they pulled her ass back. Then they called Boogie Dash, and they asked Boogie Dash about Egypt, and he said that he had talked to Egypt, and that Egypt told her that nobody coerced her into doing it, that it was her choice, which was a damn lie. She lied to Boogie and said that this is the person that she is, and nobody made her go do it. The entire time that Sam was hyping her up last episode, she was sitting in this living room type setting, just listening and nodding. He was telling her everything she's supposed to do, handle that. And when she was out there arguing with Brianna, he was in the corner making sure that the instructions he gave her as her handler, that she was going to initiate it and she was going to do it. She came with sweatpants on. She came aggressive. She came towards Brianna. Brianna was condescending in the manner of how she was speaking to her, but she did not raise the hand to touch her. Egypt started a war with Brianna. I don't think she can finish it. She just did something stupid, and Sam ain't finna go ahead and put his hand on Brianna because Twist will fuck him up, and I'm gonna get to that too. Then we get to the Egypt and Brianna face-off, the next scene, right? Egypt did not want no damn smoke, because what happened was apparently she had sucker punched Brianna when Brianna looked away, because Brianna said, baby, take my rings, to her girlfriend, right? And at first I was like, did she put her hands on her? Because they cut the scene. I was like, did she really hit her? Did she hit her? We found out later that she did hit her, but she hit her when Brianna wasn't even looking at her. And I'm like, girl, you took a free punch and you thought you'd get away with. Sam is in the background smiling and nodding his head. Who's running away? Who's running now? What is wrong with you? You're a grown man, and you are supposed to be supporting this girl and making her a better version of herself as her future husband. And you are coercing her to go out there and pick a fight with somebody who clearly can whoop her ass. What is wrong with you? Then Sam is like, you already served your purpose. pulling Egypt back. The security guards grab Brianna every time because Brianna can definitely cause some genuine trouble. So they're blocking her from getting to Egypt. Egypt didn't want that smoke. You know how I know? Because Egypt was not being held back at a certain point. Brianna was moved outside with the guards. If Egypt really wanted to fight, she was free. Nobody was touching her. She could have left that environment, gone to Brianna and finished what she started. Instead, she sat there and said, I just punched her. I punched her because, I'm just sick of it. First my father, first my mother. You blamed her for fucking up your engagement party when the man who fucked up your engagement party is the one who incited you and manipulated you to actually blame somebody else when it was his fault. And you went out there and made yourself look stupid by putting your hands on somebody who really didn't deserve for you to put your hands on because she was trying to watch out for you as the person who cares about you would. What is wrong with you? Then JoJo starts telling instigator Sam to slow down and get his ass off females' business, because when females are fighting, you as a man should not be a part of it. Then the producers or the in the confessional were talking to Sam and saying, hey, JoJo said something. This fool said, JoJo didn't say nothing to me. He didn't say nothing to me. Sam likes to hype his ass up as if he's more than what he is. He does that a lot, and I feel like Sam is undercover punk. And I'm going to tell you why when we get to the twist scene, okay? Then Twist decides to start checking Sam, because in his confession, he said only guys who do this type of stuff interfere in girls battling is some hoe shit. And he said he's a hoe. He called Sam a straight up hoe in his confessional. He was like, hoe, and I was dying the way that he said it. Then somebody went up to Twist and said, you know what? Sam is talking about Brianna egging the situation on, making it worse, basically trying to push Egypt to do more to Brianna than what was already done. And Twist, being that he's like, that's my sister, you're not about to do this, and this is my birthday party you came to start some shit, are you crazy? Twist goes to check Sam. Sam decides to act like he wouldn't say nothing. He's like, I'm right here. I'm right here. And then in confessional, Sam says from this day on, things will change because every time you see Egypt, you see Treppa. Egypt socked one person, one time, sucker punched that person when they're not looking, one time. And when it came time for her to finish it, in other words, nobody was holding her ass down. She could have ran all the way to Brianna when she was outside, like we would see Akbar do, we would see Shekinah do, we would see all these other people who really do fight, Tommy, Jocelyn do. She is not a fighter. Instead, she stayed inside. And you think that little thing that she just showed is supposed to be Treppa? I'm telling you, this Treppa, when she comes out, will be a pathetic excuse for somebody that's supposed to be intimidating. Because it just made her look even much more like a child to me. The fact that she allowed herself to be manipulated in that way by the man that she's supposed to be in love with, right? Then Sam and Twist go at it officially because Sam is defending Brianna. And Sam says, Twist is defending Brianna. Sam says, you gotta idealize the same thing. I'm like, the fuck are you repeating? You gotta idealize the same thing. What same thing is he supposed to idealize? And Twist asks the same question. Then in his confessional, Sam says, my girl just got in her first fight while in the... I'm like, she got into her first fight ever in her entire life, but let's peep game. She got into this fight when she's in a relationship with you. Every other people that she has surrounded herself with in the past has been able to talk her off a ledge and give her helpful, supportive advice that advances her life, her career, her personality, and her personal growth. The one time she puts her hands on somebody and essentially assaulting the wrong person, because Brianna ain't gonna let this shit go, is when she is with you. That says a lot about the type of person that you are to influence somebody to bring out the worst in themselves. Fool. Then Sam keeps repeating to Twist, respect. Twist says, respect what? And Sam says, from day one, I ain't said nothing about you, because now he's trying to be hard at Twist party. Twist, I told y'all last review I did, Twist is the whole mood. I love me some little Twist. He's fun to hang out with. He's sarcastically an asshole, like he says. He's funny to listen to. But I told y'all, Twist has a dark side. And if you push that button the right way, you'll get it. This is the first time I've seen Twist being really, really serious for real. Because he looked Sam straight in the eye and said, when Sam says, from day one, I ain't said nothing about you. Twist says, because you can't. I was like, oh my God. Just watching Twist, he was straight face, dead in your face. We are man to man. And he had already, he put his arms down. Y'all know when somebody puts their arm down, wrapped in a fist, pushing close to you, standing right in front of you, jacket up, straight face looking at you, they will swing at any moment if you said a wrong thing. Sam recognized a real man in his face, because I know my man has that look in his face. When somebody tries to attack him or somebody tries to attack me, they don't even try it. He looks them dead in the face. He says what he means and means what he says. He approaches you like a man. You either stand up or shut the fuck up. And me, I'm just like, you're so sexy. Show him, baby. Protect your woman. That's what you're supposed to do. I love it. Twist is great. Then this keeps going. Sam says, absent the show, we'll see where we stand. I'm like, What do you mean by absent the show? I thought you wanted to fight him now or check him in his birthday party. Why you gotta wait? And Twist read my mind, because Twist said, we don't gotta wait. We can do this right now. We can do it right now. We don't have to wait for nothing. Then Sam tries to act like Twist and him were friends. Twist says, I'm not your friend. I don't know you. And at this point, I don't like you, basically. And Sam out there looking stupid because everybody's watching Sam get punked. Punked, okay? Lil Easy says, this is bad timing, because y'all know that Sam has the worst timing ever. He tries to put on a show when the cameras are there. He did that in his gender reveal party / engagement party. He did that whenever he's around Egypt, his camera, he's singing music or doing some kind of stupid music video. It was a hot ass mess. Now that the camera are following him at Twist's birthday party, he tried to check Sam because he wants to get his freaking street cred, checking Twist because he wants to get his street cred, right? Except it backfired in his face. Twist made him look like a whole fool. Tore him down with his words, and he ain't even hit him yet, right? Then Sam sits there and says, you know what? We'll see what happens. And then Twist says, stay in your place. Stay in your motherfucking place. And Sam did what? He stayed his ass in his place. Samantha, the Joker wouldn't do that. The Joker would have reacted. So not only have you lost your street cred, the Joker version of you, I'm not buying it. Not at all. Then we got Lil Easy and his wife and JoJo talking in the corner. JoJo says that Sam influenced Egypt to the dark side in his confessional. Lil Easy's salty ass wife interjects and says that Twist is just mad because Brianna got hit. No, Twist is also mad that this guy started this shit at his birthday party when he's supposed to be enjoying himself. Y'all came to fuck shit up at my party, and y'all beef was with Brianna. Why does my party have to suffer for it, number one? Why is Sam interjecting in females' business, number two? And why are you sitting up there mentioning something that you don't even know you don't even know the story of? You are Lil Easy's wife. Outside of being married to him, you have no significance on the show. Hell, I don't even know who you are. Your real name, I don't know. I see you as Lil Easy's wife. So girl, shut up. You don't like Brianna. She's your man's ex. I know. Then Angela goes to see Bow Wow. That's the next scene. And every time their scene comes up, it's a fucking waste of time. And I fight the urge not to forward their scene, because it's always Bow Wow trying to flirt with her. Because she walks into the room, the alarm goes off. Bow Wow says it was that booty that made the alarm go off. Then they ask him the confession about their relationship being able to work together. Angela says, oh, we're bread and butter. Bow Wow says, Bow Wow says they go on top of each other when you spread it. I said, ugh. Then they ask Angela, what do you think about Egypt punching Brianna? And Angela says, I didn't see nothing. Their scene was just useless. Useless waste of time. Then that brings me to the next scene. Sam and Brianna are in the car talking about the party. Sam says that Brianna's on live lying, saying that she was sucker punched, that it didn't happen that way. Egypt says, well, I'm tired of people saying things about my man over and over again, and I'm just sick of it because they think I'm a pushover. Well, Egypt, why don't you stalk every member of your family if that's the case? Why'd you stalk Brianna? Because everybody in your family, including your aunt, TT's man, your brother, has something negative to say about Sam. Why you pick Brianna to be the one to sucker punch? Why don't you punch them instead, since you want to be big and bad, right? Because Sam knows that if he targets somebody in her family, he will never be able to get in or get famous like he wants to. So he chose Brianna because he felt like she was an easier target. Then Egypt says that she's changing and that people need to just get over it. No, not if you're changing for the negative. Because it looks like this is from this entire ordeal, the situation that she did with putting her hands on Brianna is complete out of her character from what everybody in this entirety of this show says about her. It's not her character to go and put her hands on somebody, especially somebody she's known for a long time, who's friends with her cousin, TT, who raised her. That shit don't even make sense, okay? Then they show Brianna. Brianna's at home. She calls TT, and she basically tells TT that Egypt had punched her. Of course, TT's as flabbergasted that everybody else who hears the story. And then Brianna said that the worst thing she's ever done in her confessional is throw a drink at a person, but she did it because he looked dry. And then somebody in my comment said that the drink she threw was at Lil Easy. So was he the one who looked dry? That was the funniest shit I've ever heard. I'm gonna throw a drink in you, bitch, because you look dry. Mess. This is why Brianna and Twist are close friends. Their humor is the same. I love it. Then Boogie comes over, and he asked Brianna about her. They asked Brianna what will her next meeting be like when she sees Egypt face to face. Because Boogie's asking Brianna about the situation. Brianna says that, you know what, she didn't even punch me correctly. They should have brought her close to me for me to really punch her, because they keep holding me back and letting somebody put their hands on me, but not letting me return the favor, which y'all should have just left her alone so Egypt can learn her lesson and Sam can shut the fuck up. But Brianna says that the next time she sees Egypt, they better hope that she gave her life to Jesus 6 times and before she sees her. The reads in this episode was bomb. I loved everything that they said, from Twist to Brianna. It was crazy. Then they show Romeo and Master P, and they are in the studio. Romeo's record, as far as rapping, is not bad. He's actually very much talented, right? Then they talk about Romeo wanting to have a business meeting with the whole cast because they want to iron out this misunderstanding. And the producers come in and bring up Angela, and Master P says they're not talking about Angela. He kind of just shut the entire set down, not really wanting to say anything, talking about this is good TV, this is good TV. I don't know what Master P's real issue is, besides the fact that he feels like his son is being attacked. But his son is not a child. He should be able to handle himself in any situation. But I think it's mainly the ICDC situation that's really bothering them. But I'll get to that in a minute. The next scene, we got Peppa making a video, and her assistant Shay contacts her about a video she saw online. Peppa comes outside to see the video, and the video is basically Brianna on live talking about Egypt punching her. Peppa is supposedly shocked, which I don't know why. You co-signed your daughter being with somebody like Sam. Why are you surprised that she's doing something that she wouldn't normally do, because you co-signed her being with somebody who's crazy? And then Peppa says in her confessional, which I thought was laughable, where was Sam? Bitch, she was the one that was basically telling you, I don't want to call her bitch because I don't mean like bitch, I don't know her. I'm just saying, you are a parent. You chose to let your daughter be with somebody like this, and you're wondering where the man was while your daughter is getting out of character. He was the one who pushed her to it. You should be proud of yourself, because you said it was okay. Then we got a little easy meeting up with Romeo and Master P playing pool. Then they bring up the ICDC situation. Apparently, they're holding on to the fact that Twist made a joke about Romeo going back to ICDC when they showed the college commercial. The thing about it is, Master P says if Romeo was in the streets, people will be, applauding him, as opposed to him kind of perpetuating the importance of education, right? Doing the ICDC commercial. I don't see it that way. I would not glorify anybody that's in the streets, because I'm not about that life in the street. I'm about that life as in, this is what's happening now. If you touch me, we're going to have a problem for the rest of your life. But I don't support gang violence and all that shit. I don't do that. When it comes to Romeo doing ICDC, I think the only issue I personally have with that is that he did not go to ICDC, number one. Number two, if you want to say, oh, he's advocating for education and stuff like that, why didn't he advocate to be educated in the manner that he himself was educated as well? It wasn't ICDC career college. It wasn't those colleges that you go to that cost you $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 for you to only take classes for 8 damn months and be in debt as if you actually went for a master's program. Because $50,000, $30,000, this is how much it costs for you to even get a bachelor's degree. Something that would move you a lot further than going to ICDC and getting a career that only pays you a certain salary and it'll never go up. Unless the state minimum wage goes up, that salary stays the same. You really don't have any of their skills but that skills. If you wanted to change careers, you couldn't do it. I felt like if you wanted to perpetuate education, he could have done it without being paid by ICDC to go on that commercial. That was a job for him. So I can't really say that he was doing this for some higher situation of, oh, it's about education. You were paid to do that commercial. So that argument to me is flawed. And I think that people are having a problem with it because you're a black face, and a black face is not out there for Harvard, for Stanford, for Princeton, for USC, for UCLA, for all these MIT, all these Ivy League schools. Instead, your face is on a career college school where you go there and learn a trade. That is what I have with that ICDC commercial issue. That was my personal issue, and maybe that's why Twist is over there making fun of him. I don't know. But they bring up Angela's ex being murdered, and they do it bringing up the fact that the people are asking why Romeo didn't end up with Angela in a relationship. Romeo says her ex just died, and I'm not going to go over there and take advantage of her when she's supposed to be in her most vulnerable state. Now, I understand what he meant, but the way that he said it was kind of condescending and digging at the situation because he's pissed off. He's making it seem like they're both making it seem like Angela is so gullible that because she lost somebody that loved her for life, that Romeo would be able to manipulate her into getting into her pants, like she's easy or something like that. Like she won't be able to comprehend, yeah, I'm mourning, but this is not a good time for me to be in a relationship with anybody because I'm mourning. They kind of made it seem like she was dumb, and I didn't appreciate how they put it in that light. It was wrong. The problem is, Lil Easy knows that they're angry. Lil Easy knows that they're venting. And to me, Lil Easy comes off as a snake because he's listening to all these things that they're saying. He knows that they're angry, and at the end of it, Romeo says that the others are not on his same level as he is right now, which I thought was wrong too. I get that he's mad, but Romeo, you need to eat some humble pie because you're on the same show that you created as everybody else, and they're also helping the show go on because they're making it entertaining. That means that they're on the same level as you. They may not be doing the same things as you're doing, but don't write all these people off like they're some pieces of shit and that you're higher than them. That does not make you look good. You're not higher than anybody. Get your ass off the pedestal and knock yourself back down. As handsome as I think you are, as much as I would love to kiss those lips, okay? What you said was wrong. It was very, very wrong. And that's kissing your lips if I wasn't already with my man kissing his lips. But I'm saying, like, it was wrong for him to say that and said that he's above the people that he hired to be on the same show that he created. And they're the ones kind of making it go, making it pop. That's not right. Then Romeo says that his entire life, have you ever heard of him being in any drama? Lil Easy says no. He says exactly, throws the pool stick on the table, dramatic ass, and just left, right? Lil Easy is like, I'm feeling like I'm in the middle because what am I going to do? No, you're not in the middle. You are what we call an extra in a movie. Your part, your role is not that significant. All they asked you to do, boy, was go to everybody else, pick up, call them and say, hey, Romeo wants to have a business meeting with us. That's it. That's all you had to say. You know what he did instead? He wanted to cause more drama. He called JoJo, hyped up the situation. Man, I really needed to talk to you. And of course, the next scene, we got JoJo, his wife Tanise, discussing Lil Easy's phone call about the meeting, and Vanessa and Angela show up. They call Easy. JoJo say, hey, Angela and Vanessa are here too. Easy says, good, that makes it better with his messy ass. He walks into the room and he doesn't do what Romeo asked him to do. Instead, he decides to now say things like, you know, I want them to settle things. I want them to talk. I want them to fix things. I think it's a misunderstanding. But let me go ahead and tell them all the messy shit that Romeo said in his anger. How is that going to help if you're going to piss the people off before they go into the meeting? I know that when the show is over, they can always hit the rerun button and see everything that's being said. They'll find out then. But coming from your mouth, I feel like Lil Easy is a little bit messy. And I said he was two-faced because they're talking about Lil Easy has been around Romeo and Master P, that they trust him. He's the only one that they feel like they can vibe with because he understands what they're going through and what they mean and what they're talking about. But Lil Easy's going to JoJo and Vanessa and Angela, knowing that JoJo and Angela have a little bit of emotional immaturity. And he's kind of like, oh, man, I don't know what to say. Like, I don't know how to say it, you know, like, what, I mean, should I tell them that they talk shit about them? What should I do? And of course, they're getting irritated saying, yo, like, spit it out. What did he say? What shit did he say? Let us know now so we can all get hyped and get crazy. JoJo can act like, you know, he's on an episode of Thug Life. Go out there and throw shit around. Talking about, I'm gonna fuck him up for da-da-da-da. He hurt my family. All this is a mess. Now, I know that this is a reality show. So I'm only commenting on what I'm seeing on reality. Clearly, there's a lot the producer is not letting us see because they said that there was a lot that Master P and Romeo had said in the room, and what they said is not what was said on TV. And they tried to make that clear, but Master P shut it down and walked away. He wasn't going to repeat every single thing. So clearly, I know they don't show us every single thing. So I'm commenting on what exactly I'm watching, just like you. And from now, I asked last episode, people think like, I asked, do you think Lil Easy is two-faced or fake? And some people said yes. In this episode, I concur. He is not a genuine person. If I was Romeo, I would not have confided in him at all because he's going to make the situation tense before the actual conversation happens. Anyway, again, let me remind y'all about the book, Just at Pepper, on Amazon.com, available on Kindle and paperback. Beautiful. You enjoy the drama. It's not your cliche type book. My main character is a stripper and a brothel worker, and she's also an educated business person. So I want y'all to really understand that when you read this book, keep an open mind. I hope you guys can look at me the same way and I love the Lord. Okay, that's all you need to know. So as you're reading this, don't think of me as a heathen. Okay, all right, it's just my imagination and it's just my alter ego. Anyway, you guys have a good evening. I hope you enjoyed this review. Like, subscribe, notification bell. Those of you who are sharing my videos with people, thank you so much, and I hope that it brings them here. We have a bigger community and we can all trade thoughts, and I can learn something from you as much as I feel like I'm hoping to instill some values in you as well. Then you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.